What's up guys, it's tech-raccoon back with another video, and in this video we're going to be comparing the Shure SM7B to this $18 BM800/BM700 microphone which I have near me right now. So the microphone you can hear right now is the Shure SM7B. This is a world-renowned microphone used in radios and all that type of stuff, and it cost 800 Australian dollars. I personally actually got it. It was meant to be broken, but I actually was able to fix it, and I got it for 126 Australian dollars, which is actually a really good price for this microphone and very much a one-off thing which can't really be replicated. But I thought it would be interesting to compare it to this $18 BM800 microphone, which I put the BM700 sort of metal mesh on it. And after we compare them, I'll also be telling you my recommendations for budget microphones instead of this microphone, because you will soon see that this microphone is extremely bad, even for $18, and for an extra bit of money you could buy something a lot better. But let's start off with some of the differences and similarities these microphones have. Well, for starters, they are both XLR microphones, and that's basically the only similarity between these two microphones. The main differences between these two microphones are that this is a Shure SM7B, which is a dynamic microphone, while the BM800/700 or any of those cheap microphones are condenser microphones. They have a much more crisp, clear sound, but in this case, it won't actually give you a crisp, clear sound. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it does sound really bad. But you can get good sounding condenser microphones for a good price, and I'll go over that soon. But let's first compare these two microphones in sound. So this is a test on the Shure SM7B microphone. This microphone cost 800 Australian dollars. If I get close to the microphone, this is what it sounds like. It sounds really nice. It has a really rich sound to it, and that's what people know it for. Now, let me also compare the sound from a further distance. All right, this is the Shure SM7B at about a ruler's length away from my mouth. This is what it sounds like. I don't think it has much room echo compared to what you'll hear on the BM800, but we'll see. Alright, so now let's switch over to the BM800 microphone. Alright, I have now hooked up the Florian BM800 microphone to my mixer, and I do have to hold it with my hand, but that will not interfere with the test because I am going to be holding my hand still on the microphone and not making any noise with it. So, this is the BM800 microphone. As you can hear, it has a lot more of a tinny sound to the Shure SM7B, and not something I would consider a very pleasant sound to listen to. I used to think this microphone sounded relatively decent, but after I compared it to other microphones in its price range, I realized what an absolute garbage microphone this actually is. The microphone does cost $18, but even for that price, I don't think it's actually worth picking this microphone up. Anyway, let's do a little bit of a closer sound test on this microphone. This is what it sounds like when I get close to the microphone, and this is what the microphone sounds like when it's about a ruler's length away from my mouth. You'll probably hear quite a lot more room echo and stuff like that. So yeah, this microphone isn't actually really that good for $18, but let me show you some microphones that will be much better value for money compared to this microphone. So if you are after a condenser microphone, I'd say probably your best bet for a decent price, coming in at about 50 to 60 Australian dollars, is got to be the Behringer C1 microphone. This is a condenser microphone as well as the Florian BM800, and I know a lot of people like the sound of a condenser microphone. It really accentuates the crisp sound of a voice, and so yeah, it does sound really nice. The sound is crisp, clear, has a decent amount of low end, although it does have a bit too much high end, but it's nothing noticeable, and if you put it closer to your mouth, it kind of really makes for a balanced sound. So I reckon this microphone is definitely the best option for just a good condenser microphone. So this is what it sounds like when you get right up on the microphone. You will also notice that it does have a pop filter in there. That's why the plosives aren't that bad. And let me also move it a ruler's length away from my mouth. So now it's about a ruler's length away from my mouth. This is what it sounds like. You will hear that it has a fair bit more room echo when it's further away from the mouth. And that's like that with all microphones. So that's why I'd always recommend using a microphone closer to your mouth. Right, let's switch over to the other microphone, which I reckon is the best budget microphone that you can get, coming in at 32 Australian dollars. And any avid watcher of the channel already know what this is. Alright, so now I'm on the Behringer XM8500 microphone. This microphone cost 32 Australian dollars, and I think it's an absolute steal for what you get. You get a dynamic capsule inside, which sounds remarkably similar to the Shure SM7B, And in general, it has really good outside noise rejection and really focuses in on your voice like any other dynamic microphone. And that's one of the big advantages to having a dynamic mic in a loud environment. And of course, this microphone is cheaper than the Behringer C1 as well, and it's only a little bit more expensive than the Florian BM800. So that's why I think this is the best budget microphone you can get. Also, the build quality is absolutely beautiful and extremely strong, so you will not be disappointed with this microphone. This is what it sounds like when I have it pretty close to my mouth. Let me move it further away. So this is what the microphone sounds like about a ruler's length away from my mouth, and it does have better noise rejection for room noise and stuff because dynamic microphones are better at that, but still I would recommend using it closer to your mouth. Alright, now I'm back on the Shure SM7B, which is the $800 microphone, and let me know in the comments below what you think between the Behringer XM8500 and the Shure SM7B. Is there really that much of a difference to most users? I don't think there will be. If you analyze the audio properly with good headphones, yes, there's obviously a big difference, but the main difference is in the mid to high end of the microphones. Now, when it comes to the Florian BM800, that thing obviously sounds garbage compared to the Shure SM7B or any of the microphones that I just put it up against. These two microphones are budget champions on this channel. They've really carried the channel along, and I think these are absolute steals for what you get. This one's a great condenser microphone with a fantastic build quality and a really good sound. This also has a fantastic build quality and a really good sound. These are basically just one's condenser, one's dynamic, and it's really up to you which one you prefer. But I would not recommend getting a Florian BM800 microphone. I have heard that some microphones that Florian produce, like some BM800s, turn out being really good, and most of them are somewhat faulty, I guess you could say, and they don't have a good sound quality. So some people do get lucky with a nice sounding BM800, but that is pretty rare, and I'd say it's better to just get a microphone that has consistent sound between all microphones, and it always sounds really good. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, drop a like on the video. If you didn't, drop a dislike on the video. Remember to subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.